Hi class, this is week 1, part 3. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm on my SCCM machine. I'm going to go to local server. I'm going to verify IE enhanced security configuration is off. I'm going to open up Internet Explorer and go to D2L. I'm going to go to our class. Go to software and click this link to open up all the software for the class. Guys, when we install SCCM, when we try to download all the prerequisite software, we're going to get an error because we can't apply Windows Update. Without Windows Update, we can't update Microsoft security keys. So when the SCCM installation software tries to verify the downloads, it denies it because we have the wrong signature on our Windows 2016 boxes. So what I did was, I'll show you once we get inside, but I downloaded this on my Windows 10 box, then I copied it up to the server. So I'm going to download this to my SCCM machine. And when this is done, I'll unpause the video. Okay, the download is done. I'm going to extract it all. I'm going to go into the folder and copy everything. Control A to select everything, Control C to copy. Once it's copied, I'm going to go back to this PC, to my C drive. I'm going to create a new folder. I'm going to call it Downloads. And paste everything in it. While that's copying, I'm going to go back to lab. I'm going to inject my SCCM disk into my SCCM server. So I'm going to eject the SQL server, then inject the SCCM. Once that's done, I'm going to go back to my console. Okay, so that's done. Now I'm going to go to my CD. I'm going to right click and install or run program from your media. Because we have the Visual Studios already installed, it doesn't know what to open it with. We're just going to open it as a application host. Click on the install button, saying you need all this in place. We already have this. We're going to do a typical primary site. We're not, no, I'm sorry, not a typical. Install a configuration manager primary site. Don't click this box. We're going to do the eval, accept all our end user license agreement. Now here's why we downloaded it ahead of time. If I click here to have it download the files for me, when it tries to verify some of the files, it can't verify them because my signature for my server that I have through Windows Update is old. If I try to do Windows Update, it can't connect to the update server. So I pre-downloaded them on my Windows 10 box that I have that's fully updated, so it can actually verify the files. It's not denying that it can't download the files. It can download all the files. It just can't verify them. So we're going to use a previously downloaded files option, and we're going to browse. Actually, I don't want to. It's not browsing to the right location. So I'm just going to type it. C downloads. It's going to verify everything. If you're in a box not through Ace IT Labs and you're doing this from home, you might be able to do the top option. But if you're in Ace IT Labs, choose this option. English, English for mobile devices. I'm going to call my site XYZ, and I'm going to stick to the default name, Contoso Headquarters Site. We're going to allow it to install the config manager console. I'm going to install it on a standalone primary site. We can expand this later. In the past, you couldn't do that. But for right now, I'm just going to leave it as a standalone. But if you want to, you can change a hierarchy by installing a central administration site. Everything is fine here. It'll find the default instance automatically in our SQL Server. It's where it's going to store all the data. Our fully qualified domain name for our SCCM server. Guys, we need to choose this option because we don't have a certificate server set up. We don't have HTTPS configured. So we want to make sure that we just use HTTP. If you choose this, you cause yourself a lot of work to go back to HTTP. So make sure you choose the right option here. We're going to install a management point and a distribution point, both HTTP. If it says HTTPS, you're going to have a problem. Do we want to upload data to Microsoft? Just click next. Get connected to the internet to download any files that we need to keep up to date. It's not going to really matter in this environment because we can't get to Windows Update, but that's fine. A summary of everything. This is just a warning, no big deal. Now I'm going to begin installation. I'm going to pause the video and I'll come back once it's done. Okay, guys, the installation is complete. So I'm going to click on this link. And bookmark this file for later. I'm going to close this out. Close the installation program. This just didn't get refreshed, but it's fine. Click close, click exit. And reboot the server. Sign back in. Go to Microsoft System Center. Click on Configuration Manager Console. Okay, I'm going to pause the video. Okay, guys, this is going to be the last video for the week. I'm going to close it out now, and the next video, we'll start configuring the basic settings for SCCM. So thank you.